y'all, what's up? Chad Right Country here once again on the channel Team Righteous, and today we got a 2023 Kawasaki KLR 650. So I'm going to show this thing right here to you, take you for a walk around. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering who is the awesome person that is helping us film, it is Miss Kylie. She's over here helping us film today. She's going to watch us tune this thing right here, help us out. But yes sir, we got a 2023 Kawasaki KLR 650. He has put a different intake on it, and I've forgotten the name already. I am not very familiar with these kind of bikes. It's not very normal that anybody brings us these kind of bikes to get tuned. Zoom it out a little bit here so y'all can see the bike a little bit better. But yeah, but he does have a Yoshimura exhaust on it, and I'm not sure if it is a full exhaust or if it's just a slip-on, but I believe it is just a slip-on if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, he's got a Yoshimura exhaust on here, and we're going to tune it. So as normal, we cannot tune these through the ECU. We generally tune most bikes through the ECU, but this bike right here we cannot do. So he elected to buy a Power Commander 6, and we have installed it for him. And you got to take all this stuff off. Everything's got to come off of here on the back side, the racks, everything back here. The ECU for these bikes is in the very tail of these bikes, and it's actually, see these 4 holes right here, probably about a third of the size of that right there, or a third less smaller than that size right there. Very small ECU. But anyways, you plug it in there and we got everything ready to go. So I'm gonna hand the camera back to Kylie. Oh wait, before we do that, let's switch around here. Yes, I have brought the Wraith back out. Haven't done too much with it, just trying to get it back together. We've changed the wheels on it, put some R1 wheels on it. Still got the drag max that was on there 2 years ago, and like I said, just trying to clean some stuff up before we do put it back together, and got the motor over here ready to go. So anyways, we're going to jump on this Kawasaki here though, see what kind of numbers we can get with this thing right here. He was also curious as well what kind of like gains he would make with and without the the baffle in here. So we've taken it out for now. We're going to see what it does on the initial pull, and then we'll let it cool off a little bit, and I'll put it back in there and then make 2 more pulls with it in there and see where it's at, because he kind of wants it in there because he don't like it being too loud unless it makes a big difference. So this is what was in there. I don't think it's super restrictive. It does make it a little bit smaller, but it's not a big motor, so it's not like these big 1000s and stuff like that there, so it may not restrict it too much at all, and it may just help to keep it quiet. We'll see what difference it makes, but we're gonna, like I said, make the first 2 pulls with it or without it in there, and then we'll install it back in, make a couple more pulls, and go for there. Like I said, he said that if it's enough horsepower difference that it's worth leaving it out, he said I'll just deal with the noise and tune it without it in there. And he said if it if it's only 1 horsepower difference or whatever, he said that's not worth it, leave it in there and just tune it that way. So we'll see what it does, and we'll get started on this thing. All right guys, so we're getting ready to get on this dyno here. Like I said, I know some of y'all have been missing some videos and stuff and everything. Like I said, we've been super busy here, and I've still got some old videos that I'd made. I just didn't ever get around to them. We've been dynoing a lot of bikes and stuff. Here's one over here if you want to check it out. This is Chad Nichols' bike. He's been doing some bracket racing with it, and we've made some more changes on it. So we're going to the track tonight with him and actually tune on this bike right here some more. But anyways, we're going to jump on here. If you can, help us out though. Like the video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below. What do you think about this KLR 650? Something a little bit different than what y'all are normally used to seeing on our channel, and probably a lot of other channels. There's not very many of these bikes are getting dyno tuned. But what do you think about that right there? And share this out with your friends. So let everybody else know about our channel so we can try to get these numbers going up and we can keep doing what we love. Kind of be the key. just the initial base pull. Let's see, we got the center here working now. Everything's calibrated, and we have made 32.28 horsepower. Very, very low horsepower numbers compared to what you're used to. This thing right here is not made to make big horsepower like other bikes are. Takes a long time to get up there too as well. And torque, we made, looks like 34.5 foot-pounds of torque. So starts off initially when we first roll onto it, it's a little bit on the rich side, and as we pull through, everything else actually looks pretty decent. So I'm gonna have to make too many changes there, but we're gonna let it cool down here just for a second, and then I'm gonna put that baffle back in and see if it loses any power with it in there, and we'll make our judgment whether or not we're gonna tune it with or without the baffle in there. So we'll be back with y'all in just one moment. Alright y'all, so I've put the baffle back into the exhaust. Now it's got a screen inside of there as well, so I really don't want to shove this sniffer through there like we normally do until I verify which way we're going to tune this thing right here. So I can't tune it this way unless I put a hole through there. Well, I won't put a hole through there if I don't have to, if we're not going to tune it that way. So seeing that the horsepower and torque numbers are pretty low for where we're at, I really don't think this thing is going to make a difference, and he's probably going to want it to be quieter anyways, but we're going to see. So I'm about to start this thing up, make one more pull with the baffle in there, and see what kind of difference it makes. Ratio on here from this run, since I didn't have it in there. I'm just gonna go ahead and delete this line here, and we should be good to go. Now I'm gonna overlay the run before. So this right here will be the thin line, the run before will be the bold line. And granted, every run back to back isn't exactly the same, but I'm gonna say without the baffle, it looks like, if you look over here at the screen there, it looks like it makes more torque down low with the baffle out, and then up top it makes a little bit more with it in there. So that's actually kind of surprising to see that way, but for what he's wanting to do with the bike, I'm going to contact the customer. I'm pretty sure he's going to want to leave it out, because that torque down low, that's going to be the difference that he's going to notice with this kind of bike, because it's made to be ridden around at low RPMs. I said it doesn't spin to the moon like these other bikes do. Rev limiter looks like it's around 7,200. That's about half of what most 600 and 750s are, and this is a 650. It's just a big single cylinder 650. So anyways, we're gonna contact the customer, see which way he wants to go with it, make sure before we do, and then I'm pretty sure, like I said, he's gonna want to leave it out. It is a little bit quieter with it in there, but I don't think it's enough to justify, you know, leaving it in there versus taking it out and seeing what we can do with this thing. So we're gonna contact the customer, and we'll be back with y'all in just 1 minute. Alright y'all, so Kylie had to leave for the weekend, so I'm gonna finish up this tune here. Got a little bit of drivability to work on, and then I'm gonna get back into making some pulls with it. So y'all get to see me making some adjustments here. Not too very interesting, especially since you won't be able to see the screen as well, but I'll try to get it knocked out, and then I'll start making some pulls again, let y'all see as I'm making those adjustments. So if you're wondering what I'm doing whenever I'm doing the drivability, so on the Power Commander, it's a little bit different than what it is in the ECUs when we tune those. So I am going through all of these different throttle positions here, and I'm watching the air-fuel ratio over here, trying to get them exactly where I want them to be at for cruising, for getting into the throttle like you heard me doing there. And what I'll do is I'll let it idle down pretty low and then whack the throttle and watch this tracer. This tracer right here will go over here. And then, like I said, I can watch what's going on here and start adjusting the fuel and everything on it. So that's what we're doing there. But let's see what kind of power numbers we're making now. All right, y'all. So not big numbers or anything like we're used to seeing, but 35.98 horsepower. Not too bad. We got our air-fuel ratio line looking pretty smooth, so everything's looking pretty good. We're gonna try, I guess we're not gonna see 40 horsepower. I definitely don't see that right there, but I think we can at least break 36 with it. We're gonna mess with the timing a little bit, see if we can throw a little bit of timing into it, see if we can make some gains. So other than that, we're gonna let the thing cool down a little bit more, and we're going to adjust the timing a little bit. Check the air-fuel ratio. If there's a few little spots I think I can touch up on, I'm going to adjust that. Other than that, I think we're working pretty good here, and we'll see what we can get out of this thing in just a moment once we get this timing put in. All right, y'all, here we go. So hopefully we can get a good angle here. I'm going to do my best I can with what we're working with. I don't have my camera set up like I normally do. But anyways, this right should be the final pull. I'm going to put y'all over here, let y'all hear this Yoshimir, see what it sounds like. Definitely totally different. Kylie earlier said it sounded like the four-wheeler did. So anyways, we're gonna make a couple more pulls here. Drivability is looking good, so we should be good there, and we'll be wrapping it up. And just like that right there, we have got the KLR 650 knocked out. 2023, right? That's right. That's what I was thinking it was. All right. So yeah, we got that thing right there knocked out. The timing we added to it, it did not like it. That's actually the timing that Dyno Jet already had in there whenever we got the Power Commander. And I took it out while we was tuning because I didn't want it to be in there. And I added it back and lost power. So we don't want to lose power, we're trying to gain power. So anyways, here are our final results here. So these are our gains here. We ended up gaining about 2 foot-pounds of torque and about 3.5 horsepower. And we went ahead and made a top speed run with it as well. It tops out right around 96 to 97 miles per hour. So that's all you can get out of these things right here. If you're trying to get over 100 miles an hour, you're just not gonna do it. But yep, we made some really good gains on this thing right here, and he's gonna take it for a ride. Let us know what he thinks. And I did clarify with him, this is just a Yoshimir slip-on, so it's not a full exhaust. And he's got a air filter that he swapped in it. I believe he said it was a UNI. And he done an airbox mod on it as well. So anyways, we're gonna get this thing and unload it, take it down the road, see how she does. All right, y'all, you're gonna take this thing here for a test ride. Let us know what he thinks about it. Uh-oh. Got the big bike up there. Alright, y'all, he's turning around there, down there at the end of the road. So see if he's gonna get him a big piece of it or maybe not too much. Getting some wheelies down there though. It's a big old bike to be trying to get up, man. This thing here is hard to handle. We'll see what he thinks about this thing though. Definitely got some grunt to it now. Yeah. You liking it?
It's better for sure.
Hell yeah.
I had to pop it out if the street's not long enough.
Right.
Logan power's good.
Awesome, man. Yeah. Alright, y'all, so that's it right there. He says he's enjoying it. So I was talking to him a little bit more right there before he pulled off. And he says, he said before he was having to clutch it up to be able to get it to climb and do wheelies and everything. So now he's able just to roll into the throttle and it's starting to come up on him. So he's gonna have to relearn that part right there. So now he's not having to clutch it up. But other than that, he's really enjoying it. So anyways, we appreciate all of y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all glad to see some new videos coming out from here at Team Righteous and 57 Motorsports. If you can, like I said, like the video, comment down below, share it out to everybody, let everybody know about what's going on here on the Team Righteous channel, and be sure to tune in because it won't be long, the race is coming back. See ya.